I might just cry. Hi guys, welcome to the new MidVibe. I'm Ashna Juneja and you're watching the new candid and introspective series. My intention for this channel is solely to talk about all the introspective and beautiful experiences or thoughts I have in my life, either by talking to people or just by being with myself. And if anything resonates with you, literally anything, please let me know in the comments section below. It really means a lot to me and definitely helps me with my engagement too. So now today's conversation is truly inspired by my dad. He's one of the major reasons why I started getting into this spiritual journey and why I started thinking about the things that really matter. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry. Anyway, so when I was a teenager, I was having a conversation with him about how we can be more content in our generation, given that we are all so egoistic and we are all so used to immediate gratification. And he said, if you shun the 6 shuns, you will be very content and peaceful. Now, I know this sounds a bit weird, shun the 6 shuns, but once you get to the end of this video, I'm sure these 6 things that I'm going to be talking about today will help you as checkpoints so that when life offers you certain situations, you can go back and think about the 6 things and sort of take the right actions accordingly. The first shun is temptation. Life will always offer you tempting situations and tempting people who you know are not right for you. Your inner instinct will sort of guide you, will sort of help you steer your way out of it, but your inner id, your childlike self, will always pull you back to that rut. It's like an ice cream truck, you know, how a kid always sees an ice cream truck and they run towards it, even though they know they're not permitted or even though they know it's not right for them. The point is, the day you conquer those tempting reins, the day you take control of those reins, the day you're mindful that this particular situation or this particular person is not right for me, even though they look tempting, they look yummy, you still know that they're not right for you. You'll be one step closer towards your contentment. The second shun is communication. Now, we all know one common thing in every single relationship we have is communication. Be it with your partner or your colleague, your parent or your child, your friend or your enemy. The way you communicate decides how happy and peaceful you feel in your life. So the words you choose, the tone you speak in, how much you listen, and your intention for that communication, for that person. These 4 elements will drive you towards either happiness or unhappiness. Now, the third shun is expectation. It feels so natural to expect certain things from certain people or certain situations, and when that doesn't happen, we get annoyed, we get frustrated. And to think about it, you're letting somebody else, something outside of your own circle of influence, decide how you feel. Isn't that silly that you want to feel a certain way about your life, and you let somebody else or some other situation decide how you feel about it? That's what expectation is all about. And the day you become mindful that what you're doing right now is letting somebody else take the rein for how you feel because of how you expect or what you expect, that day you will be one step closer towards regaining control over how you feel and over your own happiness and peace. The fourth shun is competition. It's so easy to compete with people in our life. It's so easy to compare ourselves with people in our life, you know, whether they are better off or worse off, whether they are more successful or less successful. Maybe they have more money than what you have or less than what you have. So easy, right, to compare. But think about what it feels like when you compare yourself with yourself. Look at the difference you've had maybe from the previous day or from the previous week or the previous year. Look within, compare yourself with yourself. That's when the real growth begins. That's when you know that you will be leading a peaceful life, because then you are walking your own walk. You're looking at your own self and driving yourself towards your peaceful, happier, more successful life. Now, the fifth shun is my personal favorite, simply because of how my father uses this every single time I screw up in my life or something or the other. He says, "Who told you to do it? Assumptions. You make assumptions, that's it." And that makes me feel so guilty at that time. When you assume something about a certain person or about a certain situation, you're naturally sowing the seeds for greater expectations. It can be as simple as you assuming that when you come back home, the dinner will be served, but there was no prior discussion about who will be making the food. You know, as simple as that. Assumptions, I feel, are by far one of the major reasons why relationships break, why people let go of each other, because they assume certain things about them, and then they start expecting, and then that expectation leads to unhappiness and frustration, and then the vicious circle begins. Make communication your best friend. Communicate things properly to the people in your life so that they don't assume things about you, and then they don't expect things out of you in ways that will only be harmful for everyone. The sixth and the final shun is obsession. When you think about the simple fact that all the greatness that you have in your life or may have in your life can be taken away from you in a second, literally in a second, that's when you will start looking at life in a way different manner. So holding on to something or someone too tight, too firmly, can lead you to your own doom. The day you stop being possessed by your own possessions, the day you do a good deed and let go, the day you win a crown and not be obsessed by the jewels on it, you will actually be the most victorious person, because that day you will be content with what your present version has. That's it, guys. These are the 6 shuns that my dad taught me. I am super, super, super grateful to him. Papa, if you're watching this, love you. I might just cry. Okay, so that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do share it, engage with it, and yeah, that's about it. I'll come back later on with more content, better content. Till then, sit tight and enjoy your mid vibe. Bye.